Today is Friday, August 8th, and if this just wondering looks a little different to you or sounds a little different to you, it's because we're having to do this the old-fashioned way on a cell phone because our internet service, insert laugh track here, is optimum. And for 5 years, we've been begging for them to come to our house and bury a cable that runs across our front yard. Well, today, our neighbor, Andy, took care of that problem. He ran across the cable with his lawnmower. So here we are doing Just Wondering this way. And on this episode, a wonderful story of pure dumb luck.
And now, a word from our title sponsor.
Eyeing retirement? We aim to turn your nest egg into a paycheck with half the amount you've been led to believe. Fluent Financial combines in-house portfolio design risk management with income-generating investments designed to aid your financial independence. Our goal is to develop an effective portfolio strategy to help you retire sooner and have a better lifestyle. Fluent Financial can also implement a program that allows business owners to install a cash balance plan, which may potentially reduce income tax payments. You've worked hard to become successful. Let us help develop an effective portfolio strategy that works for you. Learn more today about Fluent Financial. Retire sooner, better lifestyle. For more information or to schedule a meeting, visit fluentfinancial.com or call 972-852-4800.
This is an extremely special day for me. Friday, August 8th, exactly 50 years ago today, I did my first sports talk show in Dallas-Fort Worth. We'll backtrack and tell you how it happened. I had been working for Channel 4 for 3 years. Channel 4 TV was then sold, and a new general manager came in, and a new program director came in, and they wanted to make all sorts of changes. So they fired a bunch of us. I thought it was incredibly unfair to me. I am still hacked about this. 50 years later, I'm still peeved because I didn't believe I deserved to be fired. But I wasn't the only one let go. I worked there 3 years, 1 month, and 17 days. Not that I'm still a bit bitter about that. At any rate, I had to then find stuff to do, bring money in. I started freelancing for people all over the country. Newsweek in New York, CBS, Ion Sports, a place called TVN. Anyway, I was doing this when about, 6 months later, I'd been fired February 27th, 1975. I remember that date also, by the way. About maybe 5-6 months after that, I got a phone call from a fellow named Tony Garrett, who, by the way, had also been fired from Channel 4. Tony had landed on his feet and had gotten the program director's job at KERA Radio, public radio. And Tony called and asked if I wanted to do a 1-hour sports talk show on Friday morning. One talk show, okay? First of all, I really wanted to do this. Secondly, I thought, sports talk on public radio? That's not going to fly. Well, but I'm not going to say that. So I agreed, and I showed up that Friday, and I was ready. I had yellow pad notes everywhere, written in tiny, tiny writing so I could get everything on about 6 pages of work. And remember now, public radio has no commercials. So you have to go, if you're going to do an hour, believe me, you do an hour. And after it was all finished, I quite honestly have no memory of the stuff we discussed on that show. Tony came to me and said, "Good job. Did you enjoy it?" I said, "Yes, I did." He said, "Would you like to do it again next week?" And I said, "Yes, I'd love to do it again next week." And then Tony, who could be a bit brusque, said, "Okay, but next week you throw away all those effing notes. You know that stuff in your head. You don't need those notes." And that set me back a little bit. By the way, for doing that show, I was paid $15. But you know what? Back then, $15 would put a fair quantity of gas in your tank. That started something. It started 48 continuous years of being on the air doing sports talk in Dallas-Fort Worth. That job led me to a job with WFAA radio, and then WBAP radio, and then the morning show at KLIF, and then 14 years later, the move to the ticket. All because Tony Garrett, who'd been fired from Channel 4, remembered another guy he'd worked with at Channel 4 and thought he might be able to do a sports talk show. Pure, dumb luck is sometimes what you need in life. If you're interested in football picks, we have that information next. What do you want from your favorite restaurant? Fantastic personal service, a cheery, welcoming, spotless atmosphere, and, of course, great food. The primest of beef, wagyu and lamb, incredibly fresh seafood, lobster, salmon, shrimp, Hall of Fame food from a Hall of Fame restaurant. 2 locations of Bob's Steak and Chop House, the original Bob's on Lemon Avenue, and the gorgeous new Bob's at Craig Ranch, McKinney. Football season's here again. Should you enjoy wagering, I'm again offering my picks of the poll every weekend with college and pro season, beginning with college football's kickoff weekend, August 30th. And the picks are cheap. Just $175 for the picks every weekend through the Super Bowl. And as a bonus, you also get my selections on NCAA basketball tournament games in March. Our record last year, 129 football winners against 99 losers, and 19-11 for the basketball tournament. That's a total record of 148 and 110. If you were a $100 a game player, you showed a profit of $2,700. If you were a $200 player, that's $5,400, and so on. The picks get delivered directly to your email every Friday by around noon Central Time. Again, the cost, $175 for the entire season, plus March Madness. Here's how you sign up and pay. Just go to the link that is embedded in this message. For those of you like me who don't have the foggiest idea on go to a link, just email me at norm1310@gmail.com. That's norm1310@gmail.com. And then my stepson, Zach, will get you all fixed up. Okay, let's sign up. Have another terrific season.
And now a word from our title sponsor. Today's episode has been brought to you by Fluent Financial, Retire Earlier, Live Better, and by Bob's Steak and Chop House on Lemon in Dallas and in Craig Ranch in McKinney. Bob's, a Dallas tradition for more than 30 years.
If you've enjoyed Just Wondering, please hit follow, and a fresh new episode will land in your mailbox early every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning. Should you know a sports fan who might like our work, please share our contact information with that person. Just Wondering is technically directed by my wife Mary, who is also occasionally a talent on the show. It's produced by Mike Matern, edited and posted by Ashley Bullington. Thanks for listening to today's episode of Just Wondering. I'm Norm Hitzges, and know that every day I'll be just wondering about something.
And I'm Mary Hitzges, and I'll just be wondering too.
This is a Stolen Water Media production.